Welcome to PvZ Fusion Odyssey, a game mode for PvZ Fusion where you go on an adventure across the worlds in base adventure mode. My goal for this video was to defeat the Abyssal Gargantuar, if that wasn't obvious from the title, the boss fight of the roof. I've been going at this for a while now, and after a lot of experimentation, I got a plan to finally put down the Abyssal Gargantuar for good. This video isn't about to be scripted in some RCCH style video, and it's not just because my voice isn't good for this. It's just gonna be mainly gameplay at normal speed, explaining why I choose to go for these specific tactics. First, the 10-week Odyssey fusions I choose to bring along. I choose Gatling Doom, Gatling Icicle Shroom, Pharaoh's Umbrella, Spike Obsidian, Calamity Shroom, Phoenix Repeater, Empress Shroom, Radiant Pot, Tycoon Wood, and Bug Shroom Squad. Tycoon Wood is the only plant here I just do not care to use, so we're gonna pretend we only choose 9 Odyssey fusions for this one. For the first wave, the fusions I aim for are Gatling Icicle Shroom and Giga Mecha Nut. For the Gatling Icicle Shroom, I just need to fuse a Gatling Snow with 3 Puff Shrooms. Gatling Icicle Shrooms have piercing shots that slow down and freeze zombies, and since there's 3 of them, they total at about 12 shots from just one tile. As for the Giga Mecha Nut, I need to destroy those Mecha Nuts that are rolling towards my home and fuse their corpse with my Walnut. The potato mines are perfect for destroying the Mecha Nuts early on, so I'm pre-planting them. Giga Mecha Nuts are able to regenerate HP, it can overheal, and it has no cap to that overheal. It can't be crushed, and also absorbs damage from surrounding plants, preventing those plants from dying as long as it's alive. In the mix of that, I'm also making preparations for Radiant Pot, Gatling Doom, and Spike Obsidian for the next waves. I only planned 4 pots since we can only have so many Radiant Pots without upgrades, and also because the 2 middle lanes will be replaced by water lanes later and I'll lose the Radiant Pots. Marigolds are used to farm coins this wave, so we have quick access to golden pots next wave, that we then turn into Radiant Pots. I also tried to quickly get 2 rows of Spike Rocks. They anti-stall the waves, as just 1 is enough to kill a brown coat zombie. We're gonna get all the fusions we want by the end even with anti-stalling, since we don't have an extreme damage output yet. And that's the plan for this wave. I will continue explaining the plan after we move to the next wave. Sadly, I gotta ignore the damage buff to Gatling Icicle Shroom, since if I get it now, turning the pots into Radiant pots will also turn these Gatlings into their subspecies, which doesn't have the ability to slow down or freeze. For the second wave, I'm now finishing what I started preparing, while also adding pumpkins and gloom shrooms. Gatling Dooms deal insane damage, so they are a must for later waves, when the number of zombies becomes ludicrously high. Spike Obsidian also deals a lot of damage, but they are here not because of that. Spike Obsidians are extremely tanky, being able to destroy a lot of vehicles. They also regenerate health, so they aren't gonna be gone for as long as we need them. Now, about the Radiant Pot. I forgot to bring Sunflower, which is a needed ingredient. The Radiant Pots generate buff coins and Sun, a total of 50 Sun and 100 coins. And it also has an upgrade that turns excess coins into Sun. As you can imagine, a twin Sunflower that takes no space on the lawn is very strong for what we try to achieve. As for the pumpkins, for now I'm just placing them for protection, but they'll play a crucial role later. The gloom shrooms are preparation for nighttime pull. It may seem stupid as I'm pretty far from it, but it's better to be safe than sorry in this Odyssey. And that's the whole plan for this wave, with a few loose ends that I will have to correct later. I took the Spiked Obsidian damage reduction just to be sure they don't die. For the third wave, I done two things. One, turned the pots into radiant pots, and two, moved my defense one column back. It seems stupid to move them back, but I want the space for using Calamity Shrooms once we reach the Abyssal Gargantuar. It's still a long way from there, but preparation is key in this. Aside that, I got a second row of Spike Obsidians. And this is all for this wave. We got the shop section. When we reached the shop, we moved to the next area. I realistically should have kept my points, but I decided to get Cherryzilla even though I won't be using it. Welcome to nighttime. It plays the same, but we no longer have sun falling from the skies, and mushroom plants cost less. Wave 4. I decided to prepare the big guns. I am about to create a whole row of Ferrous Umbrellas. Ferrous Umbrellas are fucking OP. They have full bore range, deflect punchy zombies, heal surrounding plants, deal lots of damage. They provide visibility in the fog, and most importantly, buff the one's plants. Yeah, Ferrous Umbrellas are perfectly fair and balanced. I'm also turning the Gloom Shrooms into Frost Gloom Shrooms. I said from the slowdown and freeze they provide, if I high roll a Shroom Magedom from the shop, there is nothing breaching that backline. And that's it for this one. I got the Calamity Shroom upgrade. Aside from the fact that Doom Shrooms with no creators are bonkers, I was considering using the subspecies, but I could not figure out the recipe out in time, so I didn't use it. Wave 5 is when I had enough of the zombie shenanigans and brought my special weapon. Embrace Room is able to constantly summon zombies that assist you in battle, and believe me, you're gonna be grateful because the angry grandfather is in those lines, and he is just about as impossible to kill as usual. Oh, you also got football zombies with Gatling heads. Perfectly fair and balanced. I'm also fusing my pumpkins with cherry bombs to make the plant inside the pumpkin and the pumpkin immune to zombies using cherry bomb explosions. But the more important pumpkin here is the pump carrier. This thing is our anti-air solution. Its side effect is that any zombie that bites it takes damage from it, but its main effect is that it has a cactus drone. It will target and destroy any flying zombies. And you basically need at least 6 of them, with the raw carnage of flying zombies that shows up. And that's it for wave 5. I got the interval reduction for Embrace Rooms, but fair warning, I'm not gonna upgrade them to their subspecies, because I think only spawning cherry zombies is not as good as spawning any strong zombie. Wave 6 is when I decided to try a plant I never tried before, Stardrop. Stardrop is a plant that depends on the Lumos system to be good, and with about 6 Ferrous Umbrellas that's about to be easy. You might be wondering what is so good about them? Well, 1, they target the whole board, and 2, they make it rain meteors. Yeah, overkill might just be a bit of an understatement. Also, because they are magnet fusions too, they also benefit from the magnetic system, which makes them even stronger when next to other metallic plants. And this is all for this wave. and we reached the shop again. I had no option for Shroom-mageddon, but I wasn't mad cause I got something 100 times better. Welcome to the pool, where the spike obsidians I planted in the middle are gone. Wave 7. I wanted to wait for a bit longer, in case I get the option to buy Charmatron Shroom, since that plant can hypnotize the zombies it hits. So for now I just brought Crackerberus. Crackerberus is only aquatic, so it will disappear once we reach the roof. But for the next few full levels, it's gonna be a massive help by drastically slowing down the zombies in the water. I also decided to make Phoenix repeaters. They conflict with our Gatling Abyssal Shrooms, but they are only temporary to decide the space for upcoming fusions. Plus they deal a lot of damage. And that's the plan for wave 7. I got the upgrade for Star Drop, as the stronger those meteors are, the better, and it's also the only upgrade there I find of any use. Wave 8. I just went with the same loadout, as I only wanted to get the cherry pumpkins done, so I'll have nothing to say for this wave. With the opportunity at hand, I got the upgrade for the Gatling Icicle Shrooms, since now I don't need to worry about accidentally transforming them into their subspecies. Wave 9, the same story as Wave 8. Except I had a mini heart attack this time, as I should have brought sunflowers or miracles to chum block the tridents from the Talnut zombies. I lost a star drop and the 20 sunflowers, but I was gonna get the star drop back later. The shop. In here, I bought Magnetar and Kelptane Dreadhard. I won't be using the latter, but I will be using the former. Welcome to Fog, but the fog won't be very annoying as we have those Pharaoh's umbrellas. For Wave 10, I forgot to bring what I needed to redo the star drop. However, I have bigger priorities right now. First, since I still could not get my hands on Charmatron shrooms, I went with the emergency options, the Buck Shroom Squad. These guys are actually pretty bonkers. As bucket shots deal knockback, they can also target tire zombies if needed. Getting them set up, however, is the hard part. I need to get buckets from fallen zombies, and all the buckets fall almost off screen from how fast the zombies die. Now moving on to Magnetar, I'm getting the ones I can set up now, and they are essentially a straight upgrade to Star Drop. The stats from the meteors now target zombies that are alive. And also, the meteor turns out to be able to kill underground zombies, so digger zombies are almost no worries. And this is the plan for Wave 10, just other chaos as I go full overkill on these zombies. I decided to buy the first Magnetar upgrade, as the higher damage, the better. Wave 11, I'll remember to bring back a Stardrop Life and turn it into a Magnetar. Aside from that, I just gave pumpkins to the 2 Backstrom squad members, and that's it for this wave. I got the other Magnetar upgrade too. Why? Because damage, that's why. Wave 12. I literally done nothing but watch, so see you in the shop. In the shop, I decided to buy the Gatling Cherry Bomber. I won't be able to use it since I have everything I need, and I just need to prepare for the Abyssal Gargantuar. Welcome to the roof, the final step into this Odyssey. It's been a long road, but we are gonna reach the end. Wave 13. The first order of plans was to move the Frost Gloom Shrooms to the front and place Bombrellas in their spot. Aside from protecting against bungee zombies, they also protect against surviving catapult zombies that get to throw their balls, as these balls are made to explode. Outside of that, I was pre-planting Curse Shrooms. I was still figuring out the recipes a bit for Avarice and Calamity Shrooms, so I didn't use them next wave. But just you know, this pre-planting is 100% needed. And you want them on that column, as any further front and they get crushed by catapult zombies and Mega Gargantuars. At the upgrade section, I rerolled and got the freeze upgrade. Wave 14, not much to say. Still preparing the Curse Shrooms so they become Calamity Shrooms, and also turning the pots out on the Giga Mega Nuts into cherry pots so that cherry explosions heal the Giga Mega Nuts. I also found out here that the Calamity Shroom explodes rather than waiting to be eaten, and oh boy, is this gonna be great against the Abyssal Gorg. And that's it for this wave when it comes to preparations, as the end is near. I got the infinite tears upgrade for the Gatling Icicle Shrooms, and now we head into the final battle. Wave 15. Just in case things go to shit, I brought what I needed to create more Gatling Icicle Shrooms and Cherry Pumpkins. Now the Abyssal Gargantuar won't show up right away, he will wait until the huge wave shows up. For now, just know, you gotta get pumpkins on those curse shrooms, as the zombies here fire projectiles and lots of them. The Giga Mega Knot does absorb the damage, but you don't want to be left with your pants down if one Mega Knot dies. And so the Abyssal Gargantuar comes. This thing has 64,000 HP. And that's more than Zombos in his Zombot in base division, which only has 40,000 HP. If that wasn't stupid enough, every zombie in the field has 90% damage reduction. If that wasn't enough, he summons an imp that gets sent deep into your defenses every time he smacks the ground. And he also throws one from his back when he gets so low enough. Now you might be wondering, how the fuck are you supposed to defeat this abomination that was built to specifically be a fuck you to your mental health? That's why we brought everything we have. Everything here matters in order to keep it at bay and damage it. The Gatling Icicle Shrooms slowing it down and occasionally freezing it, and the 2 Ice Shrooms as extra slowdown. The Empress Shrooms constantly summoning zombies that damage it and keep it in place. The Bug Shroom Squad to back off the other zombies with that knockback. The Pharaoh's Umbrella and Magnetar dealing a fuck ton of damage to everything. And the most important, Calamity Shroom, turning every zombie on the field against each other and creating several Gargantuars. With enough effort and determination, we are able to finally put down the Abyssal Gargantuar. From here, everything else is a fucking breeze. because the zombies no longer have a stupid amount of damage resistance and begin to fall like flies again. But when I thought it was over, I was wrong. The Abyssal Gargantuar returned with the last bits in hand. With no more zombies spawning after this. This was just a last-ditch effort to stop us that wasn't gonna work. And with only him left, we were able to take him down quite easily, as everything focused on him. We won, and finally completed our journey in this Odyssey. So you could not believe my shock when I saw the shop now. And it turns out, it wasn't over just yet.